Oh man, yeah, it's
Especially
been
when I was
it's been an interesting week, like for
I
sure.
really fucking has. Dude, Friday the 13th bullshit, that shit's real, bro. All right. I for real, I feel like that's the only reason why I'm having this shit week is because Friday's the 13th.
Do you have anything coming up? Like
Um,
any bigger events that are coming up?
so we K&G has a show this Saturday, and Acrobatic is gonna be the main headline there.
Excuse me. The reason I ask, I always feel like whenever you have some type of big event,
Yeah,
for example, I went to Chicago last week, and the week before that was
yeah,
the craziest week that I could have possibly had.
yeah,
So I feel like all those things happen like right before you're about to do something that you're looking forward to.
yeah. No, definitely, definitely, dude. I hear you.
So I mean, maybe that could be it. Just the excitement. Obviously
Yeah,
it's acrobatic. I mean, come on
yeah.
now.
No, it very, dude. I remember growing up in the like when I was a kid listening to him, dude, like 12,
Yeah,
14 years old. You know what I mean? So like the fact that I'm gonna be able to take pictures of him, dude, and not have
right.
restrictions on the pictures I'm able to take of him is
Oh,
pretty
that's
fucking
cool too.
fast. You know what I mean?
That's cool too. I find it weird that there would be restrictions. Have you had people that have been like, no, don't take a picture of me or certain
So
type?
when I went to when I did the show with Miss Laura Michelle, I was telling you about that last one. They
Yeah.
so I was only allowed to shoot the set I was hired for.
Okay. Oh,
So
I could
like
see
I
that.
so like I couldn't have done any of the other artists. Like forget Wiz Khalifa that was there and forget Waka Flocka. Like forget the main headliners that night. I literally couldn't shoot anybody else. And if I was caught shooting someone else, I would be kicked out and her would be kicked out. If it was just me, I would have been like, yo, fuck it, I'll risk it. What's the worst that can happen? You know what I mean? But the
Right.
simple fact that like she was like, nah, like I could be asked to never come back, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna fuck up that opportunity for you later on
Right.
down the road because it may create another opportunity for me later on down the road. You know what I mean? If it was just me at the end of the day, then selfishly, yo, who wouldn't take pictures of Waka Flocka? You know
Right.
what I mean? Again, I grew up listening to him in fucking high school.
Same. Yeah, same. Him and MGK
Yeah,
was but yeah, no, I kind of get it because I mean they do have people that are literally paid like
correct.
thousands of dollars to get
Yeah,
the shots
right, exactly, dude.
from
That's
that,
exactly it.
and
So
then
like that's so eventually I'll be at that level where I want to be shooting that caliber of artists. Like my goal
right,
for me personally is to be able to shoot Millie's one day and be able to get an opportunity
yeah,
to do a shoot of Millie's up on stage doing his thing. Like that would be gas as fuck. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, because I think too sometimes with those things like I think of like the business side of it
Mm-hmm.
where they not saying that you would, but you they're probably looking for certain like angles and things and like the image that is going to be given off.
Yeah.
Like sometimes people may not understand that. Again, I'm not directing this towards you, but like there could be like you the way a certain picture could be taken, like you could make assumptions, I guess you could say, in the way. So
Correct. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, and it could be
Yeah.
completely harmless, but
Or like even my own personal profit gain. You know what
yeah,
I mean? If I go there and I'm not under contract by any means
right,
whatsoever, what's stopping me from taking a picture of, let's say, somebody of that caliber, throwing it up on a poster and not selling it? There's
yeah, true.
nothing legal. There's
Framing it up,
nothing legally stopping me. You know what
right?
I mean? Because so like I got
That's
it and
true.
I understood. It still kind of sucked. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
because I would have been like gas as fuck to do at the end of the day.
right.
But at the end of the day, like you said, business point, I now need to look at it from their
Yeah,
perspective. And it was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's one of those things. You're like, man, that's kind of like lame, but then you also have to take that step back and think, what if I was the photographer who's
Yeah,
getting, and then
right.
somebody's basically jacking my prints, if you will,
Yeah,
you know, getting good solid photos, like you said, putting them up, putting them into
right,
frames and selling them and being like,
right.
oh, check out,
Exactly,
this show. And then
exactly.
you
So I
get
get
all
it. I
that.
understood it. I may have been a little salty about it, but at the end of the
Oh,
day,
I would have been too.
yeah, I bet. Then again, I now have a chance to do the same thing with acrobatic in a small venue where I'm literally going to be 5 feet from the dude while he's performing,
Right.
taking pictures. You know what I mean? And I'll be able to personally send them to him, which is cooler. I don't have to deal with like a whole like publicist or sending it to
Management
them
team.
being like, oh, that's not a good enough picture for me. Like, what else do you have? Like, I know
Right.
he's gonna be appreciative of no matter what I send to him at the end of the day.
Yeah, and like we've said on the last one, it just opens up more opportunities. You send it
Yeah.
over, and who's to say he doesn't just link it up or something. I mean,
Yeah, no, exactly. Like actually, so I did that with copyright, another legend. Again, he's been
yeah,
around since we were kids, you know what I mean? And I literally just sent them to him one day, and dude, I was gassed that he posted those. I was like, holy fuck, dude! Like
yeah, right.
copyright gave me a shout out. Like that's cool as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm so the first time that I actually saw, I'm not gonna lie, the first time that I saw acrobatic was probably, let me started making music 2013. I dropped, when did I drop last one out? Maybe 2015, 2016.
Okay.
Like I knew who he was, but it was the first time that I had ever heard him live. He
I've
came
never
in.
heard him live.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I heard him. He came on Mr. Liff. I
Okay.
had opened for Mr. Liff,
Yeah.
and then during Liff's set, he just shows up, and then just hops on stage and just starts
Okay.
tearing it apart,
No
which
shit.
we
Dude.
all know acrobatic can do.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then literally was like, all right, I gotta go. I got another event. Like I'm out. And I was like, yo, what just happened? Like
Yeah.
this guy's on the move, and
Right.
it was cool. But like he tore it up. And then I actually ended up opening. I don't know how you would categorize this. So he was supposed to be the headliner, but
Okay.
then during the whole process of telling people when they were performing, either he showed up a lot later or he had to go and leave and do something. So he ended up going first, and then I went after him. And I was like, wait, hold on, what's happening right
Yeah.
But it almost worked in my favor because he actually got to see me perform.
Oh,
Sometimes the headliners, and I get it,
I got it. Yeah, exactly.
but he actually got to see me perform, and I think
That's
he
dope.
I think he caught like maybe one or two songs.
Yeah.
And then I think he had to dip, and I think that's why. But I was like, did like acrobatic just like kind of open up for me in a way? But
yeah, right.
My allergies are killing me. But no, that was like, it was just like a super dope experience. I was just
no, that is
being able to open.
No, that's gas, dude. That's dope. I agree with you.
And what I love about acrobatic too is despite his status, if you will, he's still like, you could just message him on Instagram or whatever, and he'd be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Dude, I followed him, and literally the next day he followed me back.
Yeah, it's
like,
the dopest
no
thing.
hesitation at all. Like followed instantly. I was like, oh,
Yeah, you comment. You comment. He likes your stuff.
Yeah.
He's actually a genuine person. Not that I was doubting it ever.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that just reassures you, though. You know what I mean? Like, same thing with copyright. I could literally, it may take a day or two to get back to me, but he got back to me. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, where's your email? He gave me his email. I sent that shit over, dude, and he fucking posted it. You know what I mean? So, like, I think that says a lot, too. Like, that a lot of big named or bigger names, not necessarily big name, mainstream, none of that, but like bigger names, that I find them more personable, which is pretty fucking cool, dude. It really is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's super important. And I mean, I get the other side too, is that they probably get 1,000,001 messages. Check out my music. Oh, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to reach out. Blah 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 blah. Those kind of things. So I get it, but I think it's cool when people, even if you just take a little bit of time and just reach out.
Yeah.
And just say what's up here and there. It doesn't have to be all the time. Again, I'm sure you get like 1,000,001.
Yeah, exactly. I don't expect you to answer my shit. You know what I mean? Like, but it is awesome. It's pretty fucking awesome when they do. You know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Another check mark, I guess, in the book, right?
Right?
Quote moment.
For sure. I noticed too, and I've been kind of trying to follow suit a little bit. Is I saw, and not to make this a whole acrobatic uh, talk piece, but I saw that he basically deleted a lot of his stuff, and I was reading his posts and some of the stories that he was putting up, and he's just like, man, like I'm just not. I think we talked about this before too. He's just like, I'm like, social media is not
Yeah, no, he
what it
definitely.
needs to be, and I could care less, like, which is
So
dope.
when I first found out that he was going to be on the show, I oh cool, he's on Facebook, Instagram. I didn't know this. Oh look, and it's like 2 posts, 3 posts. Like, is this really him? So I hit Chemic up, and she's like, "Nah, he just doesn't do that shit." And I was like, "All right,
Yeah,
cool." So you know what I mean? I followed him, and he followed me back, and I was like, "Oh, okay, so this is legit him. This is not like." You know what I mean? Just some Joe Blow who made an acrobatic
who
page,
made a
and
page?
you know what I mean, little fan page thing.
Yeah,
But I honestly like he's old school, so it doesn't surprise me that he's not
that too.
out with stuff because he didn't become famous like this. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
became famous the old school way, hitting the ground, selling CDs, mixtapes out of his fucking trunk and shit.
right. Going around,
Yeah,
talking to people.
being out in the public eye, and he didn't have all this shit to help him.
I feel like if a lot of people, if social media wasn't around again, so many people would fall off.
Well, yeah, because it's
So many people.
yo, I hate to say it because I'm part of it, you know what I mean? But our generation is lazy as fuck, dude.
100%.
Lazy as fuck. Sorry for all y'all watching that's around our age, but the shit's the truth, bro. Like, it's not like it was 20 fucking years ago. You know,
Yeah.
it's I don't. People give up after the first fuck. We actually talked about this, putting the effort in,
Yeah.
putting the time in. You know, we talked about all that last time, and it's people give up, and it's sad because you never know until you try, man. Just because it doesn't happen overnight doesn't mean it's not meant to be.
Yo, shout out to No Gimmick in the building right here. We got No Gimmick in the
Yo,
house. My man, No
it's the truth.
Gimmick.
It is. He knows. He knows.
Yes, sir.
He's another one. He's another one out there grinding every weekend at shows, putting in work. You know what I mean? Talking to
Yeah.
people like, and he knows and understands that that's what it's gonna take, man.
That's what you have to do, man. You got to take advantage of it as best
Fully,
as you can. You know what I'm saying?
fully, man, fully.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Acrobatic did. I figured out how to basically mass delete a lot of posts because I was just thinking like, who's gonna look at the first like 10 pictures that I ever put up on
Yeah,
Instagram? Like, who cares?
just gonna scroll down to your very. You know what I mean? I agree with you.
Right, and just keep it relevant, and also just for mental health. It's just we get so tied up with trying to post and post and post and post and post and
Yeah.
appearance and what people think and how the likes come, and it's like, dude, I don't care anymore.
Nah,
My mental health.
nah, exactly. I'm here. This is what I'm doing. You can't see that, then that's on you. Sorry. Yeah.
Right, you should have showed up.
Not exactly. Not to sound like ignorant about it, but you are right. Yo, you should have been there.
That's pretty much what I've kind of put it as now. Whether it's events that I do, I'm not. Well, I'll put it in my story, but I won't necessarily put it on a post per
Yeah.
se, depending on what it is,
Yeah.
because again, like we said, like we just said, you should have been there.
Yeah.
If you really support it and you really vibe with it and
Right.
want to rock with us,
Right.
whomever,
Right.
show up.
And
Try
let's be
make an
honest
attempt.
here. The attention span of any human being is very short. So like story is the way to go, to be honest with you. Because like you said,
True.
who's gonna look back to what you posted 2 days ago?
Yeah, nobody cares, and if they do, I've said this a million times on here too. If they like it, I mean, half the time
Yeah.
they liked it probably because it was you. Did they really look at the picture? Probably not.
Probably not.
Did they read the caption? Probably
Probably
not.
not.
And before you could even think, they're already liking the next picture. So, you know, I'll put up a flyer. Show's coming, If
Yeah.
not, all right, I'm out. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Either way, what I'm gonna be there.
happening.
This is where I'm gonna be, and it's
right.
happening.
You missed it. Too bad. So sad.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Oh, it looks like fun. Yeah, you should have been there, bro.
For sure. It's just a waste of time. I mean, people's mental health is so fragile now with everything from teens to youth. I see it all the time in my job. Teens are even saying it. Our mental health is jacked up because of social media and COVID, not being able to socialize, to again just relying on social media as that source of connection instead of actually having actual conversations with people.
Yeah.
And we got to do a better job of just taking care of our mental health.
Yeah, no, we definitely do, man. But I hate the fact, and Justin will vouch for me on this, that I literally I hated the fact that I needed to start Instagram, Facebook to get my name out there. But that's the time that we live in. You know what I mean? So I actually have two phones. I do everything on one phone, and I do photography on one phone and my personal phone. I've been leaving my photography phone home for that one purpose, so I'm not forced to check it every fucking 10 seconds or whatever.
Right.
Nah, I can wait till I get home. Yeah, it's not a dire emergency. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I need to focus on what I'm doing throughout the day and not be distracted.
Yeah, that's actually what I did with I don't know if you have an iPhone, but they have a setting where you can basically set time limits for your apps.
Oh, there you go.
And so during the day, at least my work day, I'll literally have it so all social media, news, actual news,
right,
and a couple other things. I leave emails open just because I need a little bit more access to those.
Yeah.
But social media wise, everything just gets cut off the entire time I'm working, and then this way, my bad. And then this way, it just I don't have to focus on it. And then what I started doing too is I have an iPad. So what I'll do is I leave that open for social media and stuff, but it usually sits in my bag, and that's where I'll do all of my social media posts and stuff like that. I send everything to that. This way it's not clouded on my phone and I'm like, oh, I gotta go post this. It's when I have the time and the Wi-Fi to put it up in my designated time of putting things up, it'll happen then. And it allows me to not always rely on my phone and check and make sure, oh, I gotta put up a post or whatever,
Yeah, no, I agree with you 1,000%, man. This technology is destroying these kids.
It's rough.
Really, dude, take my kid's Xbox away for a week, and he's like, "What do I do? I'm so bored." And it's you know what I had when I was your age? I had to go outside. Is what I had. I didn't have fucking technology.
That's what I looked forward to. Man. Yeah. I had a friend. I went to it. But to his credit, I mean, he was a friend that we would go out all the time. We'd go play baseball, basketball, football, whatever you name it. Manhunt.
Manhunt, love it. Classic.
Yeah.
Kids these days don't even know how to play Manhunt, dude.
Dude, we used to play 4 streets deep.
Yeah.
Hiding in bushes, people's yards, everything. But I rolled up to his house. I don't know if it was raining or not, but he was playing video games, and it happened to be a game that I was playing Halo, and I don't really play Halo.
Nah, neither do I.
Wow.
And he was just playing, and I was like, "Yo, you want to do something else? You want to go outside?" He was like, "No, I kind of want to just play." So after about 10 minutes of just chilling, I'm like, dude, I'm going home. I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna sit and watch you play video games. Have fun. Do you have fun? But
exactly.
I'm not gonna sit around and just kind of waste my time and whatever. So I was just like, I'm out. I'll catch you next time. But again, he was that friend, dude. He'd be at my house, I'd be at his house every day, if not every other day, especially in the summer, just doing something.
Yes. No, I feel you 1,000%, man. And just think about it. When you're a kid and you're outside having fun, you weren't depressed. You know what I mean? You weren't thinking of all that shit. So I kind of understand and relate when, like you said, the kids are like, "Oh, this shit's stressful." Like, yeah, okay, I can see it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have that as a kid, and I wasn't as stressed out every day.
Right.
Like,
And
no
I asked the
child
kids,
should, no
go ahead.
no child at any age should have anxiety. Like, yo, what are you nervous
Oh,
about?
dude.
You're a kid, bro.
Right.
You're like,
These are,
what are you depressed about? Yo, you got bills to pay. You got to worry about not feeding your kids. Like, no, okay. Like, what's your
right.
biggest thing that you're depressed about? Oh, I got to go to school tomorrow. Like, nah, dude, that's not how it should be, man, at all.
Like, I get the factor of not liking school. Everybody goes through that.
Yeah.
But to have complete and utter anxiety and depression over school and just like, dude, these are literally the best times. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, they said it to me when I was growing up.
The simplest time
To
in your life.
to this is the
Simplest.
simplest. This is the best time of your life because as soon as we always say, "Oh, I want to grow up. I want to grow up. I want to grow up." But
Yo,
dude,
that was
once
the
you grow
dumbest
up,
shit I
man,
ever
that's
said in my whole life was,
it.
I can't wait
That's
till I
it.
grow up. That was the dumbest shit I ever said.
Yeah, man. It's one of it's like you say, you don't realize what you have until it's gone,
Yeah.
and just not
Facts.
having responsibilities
Yeah.
is a blessing. Is we think sometimes that have. I mean, it's good to have some of those responsibilities, but
Oh, definitely.
there's
Definitely.
definitely
There's
an added
focus in
pressure
school.
to
Yeah.
it.
No, there definitely is. A huge added pressure to it, which is unfair for any child. You know what I mean? Because some children don't work like that. They don't work under pressure. You pressure a child like me. When I was a kid, you pressured me, I shut right down, dude. Nope, not doing it. Don't care.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like nowadays, it's just they don't know how to manage it. They don't know how to handle it. So now you're running all these events and sessions and classes
Yeah.
on how to handle stress and managing it and manage your mental health. And like I don't remember ever seeing anything close to that. You would see like the TV if you have depression, you have anxiety, but never to the extent of, hey, let's introduce this new program within our building, if you will, school after school program,
Yeah.
so that we can teach you how to manage your stress. Because the way we manage our stress, we just went outside and just ran around for 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
You can watch your stress disappear real quick into super tiredness.
What's up, buddy? Nothing much. How's your
What's
game?
going on, bro?
Lost. You lost? You gonna say hi?
Hi.
What's going on, man?
We lost 5-1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You gonna make some hot pockets?
Yeah, I got kicked in the ankle.
You wanna take a shower first, then make hot pockets?
I'll make hot pockets first.
Okay.
I got kicked in the
Hot pockets are fire.
There should be a bag of ice in there.
Okay.
If there's not, ask Justin to get you one.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
No, you're good, man. Fam
Yo,
first.
Moflo. Yeah, buddy. You know I had to
Moflo in the
rock the
building.
shirt,
Let's
dude.
go.
You know I had to rock the shirt, Moflo.
Of course, of course. Shout out to Moflo. That's my guy, man.
I was like, yo, what shirt should I wear? Nah, I'm gonna wear the Moflo shirt. That's what I'm gonna wear.
Yeah.
You got any Moflo?
Oh!
Bars. Yeah, Moflo's my guy, man. That dude
Yeah,
does so
Moflo
much.
is awesome. I love him. I really do. He's so hard to get photos of, you unphotogenic ass motherfucker over there. Bro, he really, like, for real, the hardest person I've ever had to take pictures of. That
Really?
ass, dude. Yeah. Bro, I could show you thousands of pictures where he's just, like, either stiff as fuck or he's making this weird-ass face, and it's like, yo, I can't post this. You know what I mean? But obviously, me being crispy, I do get
Right.
at least get a handful of them here and there. You know what I mean?
Moflo, I had it in my head and then I just lost it. I was gonna say like Moflo, the man. Damn. Now I just sound stupid.
Yeah.
Forget it. Once I figure it out, I'll figure it out.
Yo, you can like text him tomorrow and be like, yo, this is what I wanted to say. And
Yeah.
my dumb ass is gonna be like, wait, what?
Yeah. No, that's my guy, man. I appreciate people like him, man.
Yo,
Like,
so,
dude literally
real quick,
drives like
hold on,
2 hours.
time out. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off real quick. Y'all
You're
got
good.
a song coming out on the 22nd, right?
I mean, 29th, but I was gonna plug it, but I didn't want to be that guy. But you just did my job.
Yo,
for
I'll
me,
plug it
so,
for you,
man.
dude. For real, I'll plug it for you. Yo, I can't wait to hear that shit. That shit's gonna be hot as fuck.
Yeah, y'all didn't hear that one. Y'all heard some other Lucy's that we haven't released yet.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, this one was fun. Hunger Games is yeah, that's that joint. I'm excited. I can't wait. We've been holding on to that. Well, he's been holding on to that one for a little bit. We just been trying to plan it out. You know, he had to get through 420, which is understandable. So
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. He had that song come drop.
yeah,
Fire.
he was ready.
Fire. You know what I mean?
The unphotogenic man, MoFlo.
Yeah. He says he just commented down below if you saw it or not, but he said it's a superpower to be unphotogenic.
Yeah, man, that's a
All right,
skill.
man.
That's an art.
Yeah,
That's an
yeah,
art, especially
exactly. You know
especially
what
in
it is? He's
Go ahead.
too beautiful for the camera to capture.
Just
his
like
beauty.
breaks the
That's
lens.
what it is, dude.
Just breaks the lens. It
It
just
just breaks it, shatters
the
it, bro, every time.
the lens like throws a filter. It's like I can't do it. Breaks it up a little bit. It's like you just can't capture it. It can't capture his photo. It just won't work.
No.
It wasn't ready.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Nah, man. Nah, like I said, I appreciate people like MoFlo that just literally just do a million and one things out of like the kindness of their heart. You know, this dude, like I said, like this dude drives like 2 hours
Every show he drives to us.
to
Like I
back
thought
up.
I drove far. He lives an hour from me. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I drive the law, that's 40 minutes. He drives the law, that's easy. 2 hours for him. And it's like, damn, bro. Like, yo, I can just step my game up and start going to farther shows, dude. Like,
You gotta start driving past the show and then back.
yeah,
just to get
yeah,
Right.
exactly, dude.
Dude, yeah, when we first linked up, I was like, "Are you sure?" And he was like, "Yeah," because I think the first show that we had, I was like, "Oh, it's wherever it was."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, it's like like an hour and a half." And I was like, "Dude, like, are you sure? Like,
Yeah.
is that cool?" He's like, "Nah, dude, that's fine. That's whatever."
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. No, you're
"I know what's
solid,
going
dude.
down."
Solid like that guy. You know what I mean?
So it's like, it's just super dope. It's great to have him on the team. And everything that we've accomplished so far, it's always just super dope critiques
Yeah.
from other people, and and to be honest, like we haven't rehearsed in person ever.
Really?
That's shocking. Because it seems like you guys do.
No, we'll have like a mini conversation like beforehand
Yeah.
about maybe something we'll say. You put a little set together.
Right, yeah,
But-
exactly. Yeah. Do a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, but other than that, and what's cool is we'll say something, like I'll say something or he'll say something and be like, "Oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing."
Yeah.
And like without having any prior conversation before.
That's dope though, that you guys are on that wavelength like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's super dope. Like, and
So I
I'm
feel
like,
I feel like you've given him a lot of confidence as well. Like I think he's absorbed a lot from you. Because like when I actually had this conversation not too long ago, like when I first ever heard MoFlo, it was like, ooh, dude, like granted I can't do what you guys do, but like his stage presence was like not so good. And I feel like since he's been your hype man and he's been around everyone that you've been around, he's soaking it in, and he's slowly getting better and getting better and getting better and getting better. Yeah, it's dope to see the growth. You know what I mean? It really is. And I think a lot of that has to do with the confidence that you give him. And I think that helps out a lot. He was like, "Yo, I want you to be my hype man." And he was like, "Oh, word."
yeah, but honestly, it kind of goes both ways, because for me, I'm just able to feed off of him and the energy that he brings, and then every time that we just perform, we just like we get more and more in sync,
Right.
and it just flows so much better. Even if we're mixing up songs,
Right.
again, we're on the same wavelength, even without
You're feeding off each other. You know what I mean?
pre-rehearsing it, which I can only imagine what would happen if we actually got
Right.
together and rehearsed a couple things.
I'm shocked that you guys don't rehearse. I figured you guys did. I really did. I figured that it was you guys met up, a couple days before the show. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Boom, bust it out real quick.
No, we literally just. I'll send him the set. He'll send, or if we have like a dual set,
Yeah.
we'll send each other the sets that we're doing. All right, cool. We'll make sure that we're ready versus wise, and
Yeah.
then we just show up. We have a quick conversation, like yeah, like for this I was gonna maybe do this,
Right.
and yada yada yada. But it's like 5, like maybe 10-minute conversation, nothing too serious, and then we just take the stage and just kind of also just let it fly.
Yeah. No.
Sometimes
I feel
having
like sometimes that's how you have to do it. Like, yo, I'll prepare like, yo, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna shoot the show a certain way, and I get there and it's like, nah, I'm gonna go this way. So like, you gotta. I feel like at any aspect of performing or art in any way, shape, or form, you need to learn to like adapt quickly like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure, 100%. And that's one of the things that I had a conversation with somebody too is, and I've noticed it in myself, is when I start trying to put together that super concrete,
Yeah.
to the T type of set, I start overthinking it. And then I get to the show and then nothing goes as planned. And then it starts to
Which
mess with me
always
kind of,
happens.
it starts to mess with me kind of mentally because I'm like, oh, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't where it's going. And then there could be a slight, effect to the set and
Right.
how I deliver it versus if I just kept it natural and, just kind of rolled with the punches a little bit. There are some things obviously that I, will include intentionally, but I've tried to pull back a little bit and just kind of let things flow and just give it mo flow as we go and just put on a good show. So here we go.
That's what
Just
you
how
were
we
gonna
do it,
say
man.
earlier. Oh, I gotta go like that because you're over there. That's what you were gonna say earlier. Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with you. It's dope. It really is to see you guys perform together.
No, it's cool to, yeah. It's been, again, it's we keep saying it before. We said it last time. It's just another one of those super dope journeys. And again, just appreciate people like Mo that take the time out to do that. Again, travel 2+ hours
Yeah.
sometimes. To hit a show just to back. You know, and that's why if you guys see the sets, not trying to brag on my part or in any way. He's coming all the way out there. I try to throw a song or two of his on there. This is
Right.
just as much his opportunity as it is mine, and I want to make sure he gets an opportunity too, and that's I want to give back, and I know he's giving back, by showing up. So
And you know what, dude? I'm sure if the roles were reversed, you would do it for him. Yeah. So it's
yeah,
both of y'all are generally solid dudes, and I think that's what really works between you guys is again, like we touched on last time about having like-minded people around you.
it's just building the circle bigger and bigger, and
Yeah,
it's super dope.
it really is.
Because then and again, not to he hooks that up with the Fisher Cast show.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
just all those opportunities, dude. I was
Oh,
so
yo,
mind
we gotta
blown.
talk. I was not gonna bring that up, but since you brought it up, yo, we have to talk about that. Dude, how gas is that, dude? That you guys are performing at Fisher Cat fucking Stadium, dude. How gas is that? Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
People wise, is that can be your biggest show?
people wise, yeah, 100%.
The amount of people that could potentially be there.
Oh, for sure. Like hands down. Even when I performed at the Middle East upstairs. That was
Yeah,
for the lift show. I think there was maybe, when I was on, maybe 10, 11 people, and then obviously by the time lift went
right.
on, maybe 40, 50. Because the upstairs is a little bit smaller. So, but other than that, I mean, that would probably be, for the potential of
Yeah,
what could be there. That
yeah,
hands down,
yeah.
hands
Like
down,
yo,
the biggest show.
I know I'm nervous for that show. That's a month out, and I'm not even performing. I'm just be taking pictures. You know, and so like I can only imagine like that will be the biggest caliber show that I've legit worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Other than obviously the festival, but
right.
that's like it'll be more interactive. You know what I mean? At the Fisher Cats. So like, it's dope. Yo, and I got so the recap I have planned out
Excuse
for
me.
that is gonna be pretty fucking dope. It really is.
Yeah, I think one of my goals going into that is definitely trying to connect a little bit more with the people that are coming in.
Yeah.
You know, obviously perform, but
Right.
try to make a little bit more of an effort because these are going to be people that just may not even listen to hip hop
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
or you know because obviously like you go to shows like you can expect people that are
Right.
showing up are going to want to kind of listen to what you have to say,
Right. Exactly.
whereas this is like you're literally throwing a shot in the dark
Yeah.
You really
and
are. Everyone
and
could
just
literally
hoping.
walk right past you and pay no fucking mind to any of us.
Oh,
Dude.
100%.
Or they could all stop and be like, yo, this shit's pretty cool. I'm not into this music,
Right.
but this shit's pretty cool.
And I think that's how we have to take it too is,
Yeah.
you know, for anybody or, you know, any type of experience like that is you have to be okay with people just walking by
Yeah.
and, you know, maybe it's not for them. Maybe they're trying to find their seat, find
Right.
somebody else,
Right. Exactly.
get food before the game starts. They're trying to leave after the game. Like
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah.
you can't really take those things to heart and, you know, have such a crazy high expectation. You obviously
Right.
want to go in, you know, guns blazing, you know, on your side, but try not to like dull it down, but you know, not have that high of an expectation.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
everybody's gonna
I-
crowd around and
Right.
everybody's gonna look at me and everybody's
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
become
exactly.
fans and you know,
Right.
I'm gonna have 1 million followers by tomorrow, all from the Fisher Cats. Like, dude, that's like highly unrealistic, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, when he told me, like when we first started talking, well, when he reached out to me, I had no part in this whatsoever. He reached out, he was like, yeah, so I think I may have an opportunity for the Fisher Cats. And I was like, wait, like the baseball team?
Yeah,
He was
dude,
like,
I
yeah.
did the same thing when he told me. I was like, wait, what do you mean, dude? Like at the stadium, dude? And
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, bro, my dad works there, dude. He's like,
Oh,
fucking
snap.
this, that, the other thing. I think it's his dad or a family member or whatever. Yo,
Word.
Moflo, comment below.
Yeah.
Comment below.
We need
all
to
right?
know.
Correct me, please, if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's one of his family members that works there, and they were like, "Yo, they're looking for like acts for the upcoming season, like this, that, the other thing." And like before he even got a chance to ask me, I was like, "Yo, I'm there, dude. I got you.
Right.
Don't worry about it. I got you." You know, everything I do is mostly on the weekends anyway. So during the week, I'm fucking free, and it's
Yeah.
an all-show event. Fuck it, I'll bring the kid. You know, 2 for 1. Kid gets to see a show and a baseball game.
Right. You really can't lose. And it's before and after too. So
Right.
some people have sets before. Sorry, I'm like trying to read the comment too
Yeah,
without
no,
my
it's
glasses on because of my allergies, you know. But yeah, you have a set before, then you have a super dope baseball game, and then you have sets afterwards.
Fireworks.
Like
You have the fireworks.
and fireworks. So it's
And
like, yeah.
fireworks.
So like when he was like, yeah, Fisher Cats, you know, like at the stadium, like before the game, and I was like, wait, no way.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like that, like we going there.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. Like,
Yeah. Sign me up. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, dude, just tell me
And
when
yo,
and where.
we're gonna be in a skybox and everything, dude. Like, how often do you get to go to a baseball game and you get to go to a skybox for free, dude?
Dude, we gotta make signs or something. We gotta be those people that make like a sign or something like Mo CG or like Mo Flow loves the Fisher Cats,
Oh,
and just like
definitely.
plaster it on the window for hopefully
I'll stand
one
right on the balcony. I'll hold that shit
for
like this.
one
dude.
cameraman.
Oh, dude.
for one cameraman to just catch it. Hopefully,
Yeah, definitely. Because you know, like, we're gonna be there. You know, and, like, so you know, like, it is a possibility that they could glance the camera over at us. You know what I mean?
right?
What's up, buddy?
Look at us, cool kids, just trying to be
Did you take a shower yet?
No.
in the spotlight.
Did you eat?
I'm finishing up eating.
Okay.
Mo, off air, definitely want to talk about some ideas for that show. By the way, get some stuff going for that. We'll have to talk off air. I don't want to give too much away yet.
Nah, you gotta leave it in suspense. You got. They want to find out all the details. Go to Fisher Cat Stadium, buy tickets, June 16th. Be there or be
Dude,
split.
Right, dude. I'm still mind blown. Like, I think it won't hit me till like I walk up. Like, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is cool. You
Right.
know, oh, cool, like super dope, like Fisher
Yeah.
Cats. And then I'm gonna get there and be like, oh my god, this is the Fisher Cats. I'm gonna forget my words. I'm gonna forget. I'm just like, hey guys, and then just like do my set in 5
Get up on
minutes
stage
and
and be
just
like,
bounce. I just had like a 30-minute set prepared, and I do it in 10 minutes because I just rush through it to get off the stage.
Right.
Like, Mo, you're up. All right, bye. Like, Mo,
Say bye.
I just leave Mo up there to rap my verses, and I'm like, all right, I can't do it anymore.
He's just hitting like every fourth word or whatever. You know? He's hyping for you, and you ain't even up there.
Yeah, seriously, that's
No,
what's
I
gonna
think
happen.
that day is gonna be phenomenal. It really is, man. So like,
gonna
yo,
embrace it.
like I literally live a mile from
Oh, that's sick.
stadium. So like I'm trying to like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take the day off. I may take that day and the next day off or whatever, but like hopefully we can all like meet up prior and not
Yeah.
just meet at the stadium. You know, like all go down together type fucking thing, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I definitely want to try to. I mean, next couple months are super busy for me,
Oh yeah,
work wise. But I mean, I think it should be fine because that's kind of like in the middle of the week versus
Yeah.
what some of my other stuff is. So I think it'll be cool. But yeah, I'll definitely try to figure out about. I mean, I definitely want to. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to feel like I have to rush to get there.
Yeah, no, definitely
You know,
not.
show up and then you're like, oh, I gotta perform, and then and then it's kind of over.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's still so much. Obviously, I need to talk to him about like, well, what time do I need to be there? You know, like it's generally an hour before. It's show starts at 5, so I push it like 4. So, like, realistically, what's the point of going to work that day? There really is no point in going to work. Well, for me at least. I don't know about you, what your work schedule is, but
Yeah, I mean, we're usually done by like 6, so I may have to skip out a little early.
yeah,
But it's also summertime, so we're usually pretty low
yeah,
as far as kids and all that other stuff because people travel, whatever.
yeah, definitely.
So I think I'm not too worried about it.
No, it's gonna be a great experience, regardless of the outcome of the situations that may or may not arise from it. At the end of the day, you know what? We all showed up, we all did our thing, got to watch a baseball game, hang out, eat some good food, got to watch some fireworks, and
Right.
on to the next event.
Yeah, I just want to embrace it. I just want to embrace the experience.
Yeah, no, I definitely
wanna
want to soak it in.
Connect with people, even if they don't like hip hop.
Yeah,
Just connect with people on a personal basis, and
yeah,
just say just like we do here. Just come say what's up.
yeah,
And then call it a day.
yeah, exactly.
And just embrace it. It's just like
Make the
how
most
I
of it.
mean, yeah. How often do we get, at least thus far in our careers, how often do these opportunities arise? So, for anybody listening, like, dude, like, big or small, like, embrace these opportunities.
Yeah, no, definitely. I don't care if there's one person at your show, and perform like there's 1,000 people at your show.
Well, if we can get Chemic with the wireless mics or KNG, I want to say it respectfully. Shout out to No Gimmick. I want to say respectfully, KNG.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be running up and down that. Well, hopefully, I say that now, and then again, as soon as I get there, I'm gonna not move from one position. But I'm gonna say it now because I'm live and I'm not there. I'm gonna be running like up and down that concourse.
Yeah, no,
just rapping and
So like,
trying to just talk
I would
to
definitely.
people.
I don't see there being an issue with it. Yo, No Gimmick. If you're still in the chat, comment on it. You know what I mean? So, yo, No Gimmick. We need them wireless mics, bro. Yeah, see, he's got us, bro. He already knows, dude. Got it. Send it.
Yeah, let's go. I think it'd be cool. I mean, I think of that now, and again, I'll probably be standing, shaking in my boots.
Nah, you'll be fine, bro. You'll be like that until you go on stage. So, like, I have a couple pictures of you before you go on stage, and you're literally just like, oh, man, dude. And, like, you can see it. But then you literally get on stage, and that's not there. So, like, don't doubt yourself, dude. You're going to be nervous going up to it. But I know as soon as you step on stage, you lay them first 2 lines, it's a wrap, bro. You're going to be in your zone. You're going to be you.
Yeah, I just get focused. I just kind of center myself. just think about what's about to happen. Oh, the mics of the DJs. Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking of that. Yeah, I get focused. I just kind of center myself. I kind of tune everything out
Yeah,
probably like 5 minutes before, which you've seen.
yeah,
Usually I'll pray to just before, and then yeah, like once they call my name up, I just kind of go into perform mode
yeah,
and just go and try to forget about things that I may or may not do, and just go. And
yeah, exactly.
because like a lot of times I just overthought it, and then it showed it, at least in my eyes, it showed in my performance and how it
Yeah,
was executed.
yeah. You're not the only one like that, though. I've talked to several artists, and they say the same
Yeah.
thing. They all get nervous before, but once they're on stage, they're kind of getting to that mode of, okay, this is, you know what I mean? My alter ego type thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's like anything. You look at NBA players. I'll use NBA just because I'm a basketball nerd. When they go to take a free throw, for example, or even just their warm ups
Yeah,
before a game, it's relatively the same. Like
yeah,
especially when they shoot a free throw, the routine is exactly the same. So
yeah.
like build that routine that works for you. And I'm saying this to like other artists or just whatever whenever you're going to execute
Whatever you,
something. Like
whatever you do in general, really.
like build that routine that just really literally builds you up and gets you in that headspace of executing whatever it is that you're going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was like the same thing when I played soccer when I was a kid. Didn't matter if it was state championship, regionals, or nationals. I did the exact same thing the day before. I listened to the same playlist. I listened to the same
Yep,
song before I stepped out on that field. It is all about developing routine, which transfers into life. You know what I mean?
for
If you
sure.
develop the same routine throughout what you do on a day-to-day basis, you're going to be able to perform at what you do.
Yeah, you're always ready. You always know. And then if you run into situations of, I guess, being overwhelmed, a process that will allow you to kind of bring yourself down,
Right.
recenter yourself.
Yeah.
And again, just like we talked about earlier, is taking care of your mental health
So
and
important.
and getting yourself there, because the second that you start to let it kind of take over is when it literally takes over,
Yeah.
and you lose control, and you hear stories all the time, and I just pray for these people, and we just got to take better care of our mental health, especially nowadays. Stop worrying about social media so much, and what other people think, and just be happy with yourself.
Yeah. I mean, like, no, I agree with you 1,000%. But you know what? Let's be honest here, man. Sometimes it is hard to be happy with yourself. It is like,
Yeah.
like, dude, I got a decent life. You know, I have a good job. I got a decent place to live. The photography thing's going out, but sometimes, man,
Bad days.
you just have bad days, and
Oh,
that's
for sure.
okay. You know, it literally is. It's okay to have bad days. It's how
You can't dwell.
as I was reminded today, it's how you handle your bad days. It really determines the factor.
Yeah. But the thing is too, and again, going back to social media, is yeah, it's 1,000% to have to have bad days. No one, even God said that you were never gonna have
Right.
bad days.
I think we just forget
But
that a lot of times, though,
yeah,
within our own, you know, like, so when you're hella depressed or when you're hella mad about something, it's kind of hard to think like that. Like, it's
oh
okay
yeah,
that I'm having this, you know,
it's
you know
easier
what I
said
mean?
than done
Right,
sometimes.
exactly.
But what I was like leading into as well is a lot of people, and I'm not saying that you were, but it made me think of it, is because I was waiting to hear what you were going to say, is they compare their lives to other people.
Yeah,
Like, oh, I have X, Y, and Z life, but Joe Schmo has A, B, and C that I want. Why
yeah,
am I not there? Why am I not doing that? Why am I? Why am I? Why am I? Why am I? And then
yeah,
that's where they fall into that trap.
yeah.
and that's where, you know, the other piece of the mental health part just slowly declines because they're just continuously comparing. And I mean, I'll be, I'm speaking from experience too, is,
Yeah,
you
hey,
know, I
dude,
see people, I'm
I've
like,
done it
dude, you have,
myself.
I'm like, you work by yourself, or you live by, blah, blah, blah. You're by yourself, you have 5 kids, you know, you work a part-time job, yet you're
Yeah,
always going on vacation. Like, how in the world are you doing that? And I'm like,
yeah,
and
exactly.
then me, who's, you know, married, you know, working, you know, 9 to 5, doing overtime, this and that, and you know, I barely get a day off, type of deal,
Yeah,
to go somewhere, to go out to
right.
dinner, and it's like,
Yeah,
what, like, you know, you start to compare, and you're like, what am I doing wrong? But again, social media is such a false lie that
it
you
really
don't even
is.
really know what people are doing.
Half these people posting pictures of Bugattis probably don't even own that Bugatti, dude.
They probably walk by it.
Yeah, exactly. Just walked right by it and was like, "Yo, hey, watch this." Boop.
You know, blowing up
But
right now, blowing up
yeah,
out here in these
yeah,
streets.
exactly. But it does like, and it is tough, man, to not pay attention to that type of stuff because, like you said, it's always slammed right in your face. It's slammed right in your face.
Yeah, that's the issue. That's why we got to put those timers on, those blockers, those, you
Yeah,
know, like I said, those things on your phone if you can, or just put the phone down. I mean, I know people that'll leave their job, or they'll leave their house in the morning, realize they forgot their phone, and just keep going.
yeah,
Like, I don't need it. I'll catch up with y'all later,
yeah, exactly.
type of thing. Like, if
Yeah,
anybody needs to reach me, they know where to reach me. You can call
yeah,
my work phone,
right, yeah,
you know, type of thing. So like, I'm cool,
yeah,
you know. So in case of
right,
an emergency,
right,
like, I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But
Yeah, no, I feel you. So like recently my phone was off for a couple of days and my mom was like, well, what are you gonna do? Like, well, everything that has my kid has my work number or they have your number and you have my work number. So at the end of the day, I still can be reached. And
right,
it was kind of nice not having the phone on for a couple of days. It was actually pretty fucking relaxing, to be honest with you, dude.
yeah, seriously.
It really was. I mean, I'd get home, turn the Wi-Fi on, the thing wouldn't stop beeping for 20 minutes if you want a message. Because everything that happened throughout the day that I didn't pay attention to. But at the end of the day, it kind of was peaceful, man. It really was. Like, yo, if I didn't have a kid, I would not have a phone. I literally would not have a phone if I did
Right.
not have my son.
I did it one time. So I was fasting, and I added the no social media piece into
Yeah.
it, and basically not even being on my phone. And
Yeah.
almost like on the flip side, I didn't really have that many notifications when I finally turned it on. I was like, I'm not really missing anything.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. That
you
truly.
know,
What are you missing? What really is important throughout your day that needs your recognition?
yeah, I was just like, you know, I mean, I'll look at it if, you know, if it's an emergency, somebody messaged me, whatever. But
Yeah. Obviously.
other than that, like, I literally didn't miss a drop of anything. And I'm just like, meh. I mean, and I tried not to take it in the sense of like, nobody cares, nobody wants to hit me up or whatever. I was just like,
But
not
see, a
really
lot
missing
of
anything.
people would take it like that.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, no one cares about me. Blah blah blah. I didn't get no messages asking how come I wasn't answering them. Like, yo, people have lives too, bro. You're not
Exactly.
the only person that has a life. You may not be the only person going through shit that fucking day.
Right. That's why I just don't take it personally. I'm just like,
Yeah,
everybody
no,
probably working just like I am. Maybe everybody
yeah,
fasting just like me and just want to take a break from social media. Like, who
exactly.
cares, man?
Yeah, I agree 1,000%.
It's wild. It's wild. The world that we live in now is just so reliable on social media. Again, if this thing shuts down, you're gonna see a lot of people panic.
Facts, facts. So like, yo, I don't know how true it is, but I seen what was it? A post on Instagram or whatever, and it was who's that dude? Elon Musk. He just bought Twitter or whatever.
Oh
And
yeah.
like, so I don't know if it's a joke or not, but like, he literally posted like, "Yo, I'm shutting this shit down. That's why I bought it."
I mean, it wouldn't be a
I'd
bad
be okay
thing.
with it.
I actually, so I technically have a Twitter,
Yeah.
but I've deleted the app from my phone. Like,
Okay.
I don't really use it
Yeah.
I'm not really active on it.
Yeah.
I'm not checking the people that follow me. I'm not
Yeah.
following people.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not posting on it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just there's so much to do just on Instagram and Facebook and now TikTok that like
So yeah,
I
that's
can't
how I
keep
am with
up. And
TikTok. I have a TikTok. I got maybe 3-4 videos up there. I just have no desire to post on it because I just whatever. Like 2 social medias is enough for me to fucking handle. I don't need a third one.
right.
But it's like everyone's like, yo, you need a TikTok. You want to do this? You want to do that? You need TikTok.
Right.
TikTok's where you need to be. It's like, nah, dude. Like, I'm not like, how much shit can I fucking post throughout 3 fucking
Right.
social medias? Nah, like you said, if you want to see my shit, this is where I am. This is what I'm doing. Have at it.
Right. It's like, and the thing is too with those things. One, why is my presence on TikTok a symbol of my success? And two, if you are gonna jump in that, I get it. It's a way to connect with people. I'm not knocking that by any means. It's definitely a way to get your stuff out there. But you're also literally throwing like a grain of sand into the ocean and hoping that someone sees you.
Yeah.
You really are.
Like that's how, because there's so many people on it. Like unless you are literally studying the algorithm to the T, which is
Fuck the algorithm,
almost
by
damn
the
near
way.
impossible. Because like I was just talking like Tyler Gifted, who was on the show a couple weeks ago. He was like, yeah, like I studied the algorithm and I'm on top of it, and then all of a sudden, like, bam, it just switched, and like none of my hashtags worked, and
Yeah.
I lost, I lost followers, and I got all these bots, and yada yada yada. I'm paraphrasing, but like you just can't keep up with it because it's so inconsistent, and they keep changing it. And I get like maybe they change it, so some people don't have the fair advantage, whatever, blah 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 blah. But again, at the same time, like they've made it so skewed that it's like, unless you literally know how to work the system, or you literally post like 4,000 times a day,
Right.
you're not gonna get filtered into it.
Correct.
But even then, you could post 4,000 times a day, but if nobody's liking your thing, they're not gonna push it up into the top
Right. It's
for
exactly
other people
it.
to see.
That's exactly it.
So like, how do you expect me to build a presence through social media when your algorithm tells me that I need other people to do that? I know that sounds a little flip-floppy, but
no, I agree with you. But that's why, like, you see, like, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of people that like bigger people that you follow, they'll have 3 or 4 separate accounts, and they all like each other. They all say the same shit.
yeah,
They all, because they're feeding the algorithm. I'm sorry,
right.
yo. I'd rather go to a show, meet you face to face, than
Facts.
than not know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? Like, so that's one of the coolest things about doing what I do, is because a lot of people, I obviously meet them on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. But then to go to a show, I'm like, oh,
it's you.
you like my shit?
Right.
Oh, I seen you. Oh, okay, cool. Now I know who you are. You know, or vice versa. I walk in, oh, you're Krispy. Nice to meet you. I'm so and so. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, I'd rather have that than you just like my shit. Don't get me wrong, like my shit. Please feed the algorithm. but at the end of the day, I would rather meet someone at a show.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I really, because you get that face-to-face interaction. I don't know if it's just because of our generation when we grew up with really not having the technology versus these kids having the technology nowadays.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. Like I said, when we were growing up, we didn't have. I mean, I think the only thing we had was MySpace.
Yeah. I remember we used to have to
platform.
Online download like screensavers and all that shit.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible, and it would just slow your page up so bad.
But yo, that shit looks fresh.
Yeah, it looked fire. Yeah, until you knocked your first person down to like 4 on your top 10 people.
Yeah, and that was it. That was a wrap, bro.
And that's
like having speed dial and changing so and so.
That's like publicly dissing somebody. That was literally publicly dissing somebody without ever saying a word. It was like, you're not my friend anymore. Like, and I want you to know it. You're not my number one
friend.
Yeah.
Timberlake's in my top 10.
Oh, I used to love the people that put celebrities in their like top 8. Like, you don't know this person. How are they in your top 8? Get out of here.
No, I've met him once. I swear.
I met him
And then
on
there's like
Turntable.
Steve, that's number 9. Like, why did I bet above
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake? What the heck,
Yeah.
man?
Exactly right, bro.
Oh, I used to love, dude. MySpace, yeah, Mofo, you got it, man. MySpace days are crazy.
They were
I'm telling you,
crazy.
that top 8 was like the top 8 was like the unfollow button now.
Yeah, it really
Like
was.
you knew
Yeah.
you messed up in a friendship or a
Yeah.
relationship
Yeah.
when you got bumped. That was my favorite,
Yeah.
was the relationships one,
Ah,
because the boyfriend or girlfriend would
the
be number
worst,
1,
bro.
and then they would break up and they'd go to like number 3, and then you'd see like number 5, and then number 7, and then
It was,
eventually
bro.
just
It was
completely
like
gone
a
off
dagger
of
right
it.
to your back when you went on and see that you were number 8. You're like, damn, I'm that low.
And then you see their new boo at number 1. You're like, oh, that's who they replaced me with. Oh, life is terrible.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it was bad.
It was dope though.
Oh,
You could personalize your shit, put all your songs on there.
100%.
You know what I mean?
But that's all we had. It was just one platform.
Yeah.
Profile page.
Yeah.
And then they built, they built Facebook initially just for colleges, and then it just blew up, and then obviously
Yo, but the
We're-
one
we're
thing
here
about
now.
MySpace, Tom was everyone's friend. All
Tom
right?
was a G.
Tom friended me first.
Right? Tom cared about me the most to make
Yeah.
sure that he was on my friends list.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty sure it's just an auto ad every time someone else made a new
Oh,
profile.
100%.
But hey,
He
you
had
know
no
what? I'll
idea who
take
you were.
it. Whatever, dude.
He had no idea who you were.
No idea.
He was like the auto message
Yeah.
before the auto message.
Yeah, exactly. He was like the first.
The auto follow with those people now on Instagram. They'll follow you and then like 20 of your pictures and then message you right after. Hey, I got this great deal for you. I've never talked to you before in your life, but I have this really great deal for you.
So that's like another thing that I don't get fully, man. Like I get that, like, yo, DM me. All right, cool. So I did it. I fell for it one time. I've not won't fall for it ever again. Oh, so this is what I asked for my promotional packages, blah blah. Like, yo, bro, you want to promote me? Just promote me, dude. Just share my shit, dude. Why do I gotta pay you to share my shit?
Right.
Just share
You know
it.
what's hilarious too is I have people that will message Right Mind and they go, "Yeah, I think you're a dope producer. I'd love to work with you." And I'm like, "Yeah, we're not production at all, my friend."
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's too funny, man.
Like, why do I get it. I just don't understand it, dude. I really don't. Like, I won't pay for promotions. I just won't do it. You want to promote my shit? There it is. Promote it. Contact me. I have no problem with you promoting it whatsoever.
Yeah, not at this point. No,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
So I've actually met recently a couple people. Actually, Nico was one of them, and I was like, "Yo, how much promotion?" He's like, "Don't worry about it. Just tag me. I got you." Cool.
Dope.
Yeah, dope. Thank you.
Right. That's all it takes.
Yeah, it really is, man. Like
Why am I gonna pay somebody that I can do it for free?
Yeah, exactly.
It's that simple, man. It's that simple. Well, any other parting words before we wrap this up? What do we got? What do we got cooking up? We got acrobatic coming up.
Yeah, we got
Y'all-
acrobatic coming up. We got I got a couple shows in between. Then we got the one at Fisher Cat Stadium.
Yep.
Everybody should go check out Chemic's new single, Who Am I?
Facts.
That shit's
That was a dope song too. Shout out to Kamek.
the real bang. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah.
It really
That-
was.
that-
Yo, and be on the lookout for your new one coming out with Moflo on the 29th.
Yeah, Mo CG, Mo Flow. We got a lot. I got a lot of music in the tuck too. I've been trying to figure it out. I kind of want to just drop something, but I don't want to just kind of drop something.
You want to drop the right thing.
Yeah, like I have a song in mind. Y'all have heard it, but that's staying in the tuck until it is completely ready.
Well, yo, send it to me. Give me a little sneak preview, brother.
You've heard it. You've heard it in the truck before.
Oh,
That one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That
Okay.
one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I
Yeah.
definitely know which one you're talking about. And yo, I'm still trying to find a house for that photo shoot.
No, it's all good.
So, like, yo, anybody in the comments, all right? And I do this because I'm always fucked up because it's reversed. We
I mean, down's still
we
down,
are looking
homie.
for an abandoned house to do a photo shoot for a project that my man's J Faith has coming out in a little bit. So if you know of abandoned house anywhere, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, like you're both of us are willing to travel. We just literally need the abandoned house for a photo
Or
shoot.
if you live in a home that you know looks awful and you don't like it.
Yeah,
Just rent
yeah,
it out.
even that. You know what I mean? Like we need an abandoned house for this photo shoot. It'd be great if y'all could help out or pass the word on. Just please, y'all got the kiddo dancing in the background like a meatball.
Yeah, 610. There's a K&G show, so make sure y'all head out to that. Check out their Instagram page. Check out when and where that's happening. Shout out to them. But yeah, cool, man. This has been another super dope night, man. Appreciate both of y'all being here, checking this out, tuning in, and just having a conversation.
I appreciate you as well for having us, man.
Dude, I just realized I never even introed the show. This is how good it was.
Yeah, we literally, you hit start and we just went right into it, dude.
That was it. I just realized it as we wrap up. So I guess we'll leave it as the outro.
We should end with the intro. Yeah, an outro. There you go. There you go.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody that is tuned in. This is the Right Mind Wednesdays podcast. We are available on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts. So make sure that you check it out, whether you're listening now or later on. We appreciate our new listeners, people that have stuck with us and helped us continue this journey. If you are interested in being on the show, check out the Right Mind Instagram page where you can pick a day. We can come on and just have a simple conversation. But until next time, my name is Jay Faith. This is Krispy Pics and Justin Paul. This is Right Mind Wednesdays. We'll check y'all next time. What's up?
What's up?